Teen Radio UK Breakfast with Toby Le Patty Mesme.
I wanna run away, don't wanna lie, I don't wanna lie. Send me a gun, and I'll see the sun. I'd rather run away, don't wanna lie, I don't wanna lie. Send me a gun, and I'll see the sun.
You need an instant ease from your life where you got plenty of every hurt and heartbreak. You just take it all to the face. I know that you want to cry, but it's much more to life than dying over your past mistakes and people who do dirt on your name. Since 10, I've been feeling lonely. Have friends, but they was picking on me. I was thinking when my lips so big, was I too dark and it since my fears? These gay thoughts would always on me. I pray God would take it from me. It's hard for you when you're fighting, and nobody knows it when you're silent. I be by the phone, standing Nicky morning into dawn. Only place I feel like I belong. Strangers make you feel so loved, you know. And I'm happy by the way that I made that jump, that leap of faith. I'm happy that it all worked out for me. I'ma make my fans so proud of me. Oh, I wanna run away, don't wanna lie, I don't wanna lie. Send me a gun, and I'll see the sun. I'd rather run away, don't wanna lie, I don't wanna lie. Send me a gun, and I'll see the sun. You need an instant ease from your life where you got plenty of every hurt and heartbreak. You just take it all to the face. I know that you want to cry, but it's much more to life than
Apologies for the technical issues. The transmission
dirt on your neck.
was a bit iffy at the start and we lost it during a couple of those records, but we are on and it's stronger than ever. Good morning, it's Teen Radio UK Breakfast and I'm Toby Le Patty Mesme. 12 minutes past 8 on a Tuesday. Lil Nas X plays, and before that it was Dua Lipa, before that it was Justin Bieber, Peaches. I've got One Republic and Run on for you next. Teen Radio UK Breakfast with Toby Le Patty Mesme. So, Harry Styles is considering a makeup line, making moves into the beauty world. According to a certain publication, the singer recently submitted documents in the UK and is seeking to launch a this is the quote. You ready for this? I'm going to do it in a proper voice. Wholesale perfume and cosmetics company named Pleased. Pleased. So Harry Styles and Emma Spring, his longtime executive assistant, are listed as company directors in the paperwork. No comment from Styles so far. And potentially a cosmetics brand. So I do have an opinion on this. I mean, I have an opinion. You'd struggle to find something I didn't have an opinion on, to be honest. I've always got an opinion. Some would say, most would say, too often. But I do always have one. And what use is having a radio show if you can't espouse them on air? So, my thing is, come on. Like, of all the things, there's too many, okay? Every celebrity at some point does a makeup brand, a perfume, a cosmetics brand. Do you remember? There was like little 1D perfume bottles. That was a thing. Justin Bieber scent. Like, there's all sorts. It's like, they all do it. They clearly have zero input in it. It's always a terrible sort of knockoff product with nothing unique about it. And like, I mean, look, good for Harry Styles. If he does it, he'll make a bucket load of money. And I mean, fair play to him. But I'm just a little bored. Of celebrities launching their makeup brands and us all sort of being sat here like, oh, okay. And it's never good. I mean, makeup is one thing, okay? Occasionally the makeup's alright, but it's more the perfumes and the aftershaves, because, as I say, they clearly have no creative input in it. I would be shocked if Harry Styles has anything to do with the scent of a potential aftershave or perfume or whatever it is. He just won't. He just won't. We know he won't. We all know he won't. That's my issue. Teen Radio UK Breakfast with Toby Le Patty Mesme. Anne-Marie and Niall Horan on next.
All I did was run, 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 run. Staring at the lights, they look so pretty. Mama said, son, 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 you're gonna grow up, you're gonna get old. All that glitter don't turn to gold. But until then, just have your fun. Boy, run, 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 run. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. When I was a young kid living in the city, all I did was pay, 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 pay. And every single dime that good Lord give me, I can make it last 3, 4, 5 days. Living it up, but living down low. Chasing that luck before I get old. Looking back, oh, we had some fun. Boy, run, 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 run. They tell you that the sky might fall. They'll say that you might lose it all. So I run until I hit that wall. Yeah, I learned my lesson, count my blessings up to the rising sun. Run, run, run. Yeah, one day will the sky might fall. Yeah, one day I could lose it all. So I run until I hit that wall. If I learn one lesson, count your blessings up to the rising sun. And run, run, run. Run, run, run. Didn't get everything that I wanted, but I got what I need. Yeah, yeah, I see that light in the morning shining down on me. So take me up high, take me down low, bear it all and somebody knows. But until then, let's have some fun. Yeah, run, 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 run. They tell you that the sky might fall. They'll say that you might lose it all. So I run until I hit that wall. Yeah, I learned my lesson, count my blessings up to the rising sun. And run, run, run. Yeah, one day will the sky might fall. Yeah, one day I could lose it all. So I run until I hit that wall. If I learn one lesson, count your blessings up to the rising sun. And run, run, run. Run, run, run. Yeah, run, run, run. Yeah, I learned my lesson, count my blessings up to the rising sun. Yeah, I learned my lesson, count my blessings up to the rising sun. Yeah, if I learn one lesson, count your blessings up to the rising sun.
Teen
Yeah,
Radio
run, run,
UK
run.
Breakfast with Toby Le Patty Mesme. Good morning. That's right, it's me. I'm on. Ruining your morning with my dulcet tones. Someone says, I think it's great. Cosmetics suggests makeup, and that's pretty trailblazing to have a guy's makeup brand. Would it be... Oh, I don't think... Someone says, would it be makeup for guys to use? I don't think it's makeup designed for guys to use. I don't know the details of Harry Styles' cosmetic brand. No, that would be quite good. I mean, is it makeup? I don't know. It's cosmetics in some form. I suppose a guy having a cosmetics brand, yeah. I mean, guys can use the makeup, but I don't know if it's designed with guys using it in... who knows? Who knows? But I see the point, though. I think I agree with the underlying point of what you're saying. Anyway, on to Amy Schumer, who a lot of people have a go at. I think is quite funny. So, took to Instagram on Sunday to post it, which I feel like was yesterday, but it wasn't. Yesterday was Monday. I know, weird. To post an image from the new film A Quiet Place 2 and encourage fans to head to a movie theatre to check it out. In her caption, she joked about the A-list couple's relationship, given that John Krasinski directed Emily Blunt in the horror film, saying, I loved every second of A Quiet Place, even better than the first one, which blew me away. Amazing to be in a movie theatre, and although I've said for a long time I think Emily and John have a pretend marriage for publicity, but I still think you should see it this rainy weekend. Now, this is obviously a joke, right? But in the end, John himself comments, like, thanks for blowing up our whole marriage, sort of having, joining in on the joke. However, it did get me thinking. When these folks, when people who are in the public eye, make these sort of flippant, throwaway jokes that you'd make a million of, far more edgy when you were a sort of lesser known comedian. It is quite funny because the celebrity you sort of take the cheese out of, nice censoring, Toby, the celebrity you take the cheese out of will then, you'll probably see them somewhere. I find it quite funny when it catches up with them like that. As for in real life, I've definitely had moments like this, right? And I'm sure you have as well. Moments where you say something and you get a bit carried away. The person you're saying it to sort of pulls a face. You realise you've gone too far. You try to backpedal it, but you can see the look on their face. They are not buying it. They're not happy about what you said. The temperature of the room has fully changed. You overstepped. It's so cringe. The cringe glands can't take it.
Teen Radio UK Breakfast with Toby Lepatty Mesmer.
Anne-Marie Niall Horan plays on The Breakfast Show.
I'll be honest, I'm alright with me. Sunday mornings, in my own bed sheets, I'll be waking up alone. I haven't thought of her for days. I'll be honest, it's better off this way. But every time I think that I can get you out my head, you never ever let me forget. 'Cause just when I think you're gone, hear a song on the radio. Just like that takes me back to the places we used to go. And I've been trying but I just can't fight it. When I hear it I just can't stop smiling. I remember you're gone, baby, it's just a song on the radio that we used to know. I'll be honest, I'm alright with me. Sunday mornings, in my own white tee, I've been waking up alone. I haven't thought of him for days. I'll be honest, it's better off this way. Every time I think that I can get you out my head, you never ever let me forget. 'Cause just when I think you're gone, hear a song on the radio. Just like that takes me back to the places we used to go. And I've been trying but I just can't fight it. When I hear it I just can't stop smiling. I remember you're gone, baby, it's just a song on the radio that we used to know. Just when I think you're gone, hear a song on the radio. Just like that takes me back to the places we used to go. And I've been trying but I just can't fight it. When I hear it I just can't stop smiling. I remember you're gone, baby, it's just a song on the radio. And I've been trying but I just can't fight it. When I hear it I just can't stop smiling. I remember you're gone, baby, it's just a song on the radio that we used to know.
Good morning, thank you for choosing Teen Radio UK Breakfast. Of all the wonderful things that you could have listened to this morning, of course you did make the right choice, and this is the only real option. Okay, Love Island set to return to Mallorca this year, to sunny Spain. An ITV boss has confirmed it, saying it's still considered home of the show, which of course was pulled last summer due to the pandemic. With a brand new trailer for the upcoming series released last week, fans have been wondering if the show would be back at its usual location, as lockdown is not yet fully lifted and countries are still moving from the green, amber and red travel lists. But ITV Commissioner Amanda Stavry, what a brilliant name, has all but promised the show will be filmed in Spain, with brand new photographs showing the villa being reconstructed, ready to house some gorgeous singletons shortly. Love Island. Oh, Love Island. They really do get the worst and the best of humanity on that show, right? You get some people who are, want of a better word, and I don't mean to say it, but, you know, really a bit thick. Like, they do. And, you know, I'm talking about, I'm not being snobby, I mean, like, you know, the person who's like, Brexit, does that mean there won't be any trees? Or whatever it was. Like, there's also, you do get some genuinely nice people with really, like, sort of extensive ambitions. Like, am I remembering wrong, or was there someone who wanted to be a scientist, or was a scientist? There was a scientist. There was something like that, wasn't there? And they're really, like, you're like, why did you go on Love Island? Alright, fair dues. Probably because they're fit. But, like, if you could do it, if you're fit enough, good for you. So there's that. And there's also, you know, it's the worst and best. Proper characters, horrible scum. It all comes together. And you also, you know, it really feels like the world's coming back. We're hearing Love Island's coming back. It feels like the world's coming back. I definitely won't be watching it, but I will be here for the memes.
TeenRadioUK Breakfast with Toby Patty Mesme.
I'll be getting you up to date with the latest news in about 4 minutes.
Boss, you know we finally here, right? Well, it's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday. It's live again. It's live again. It's live again.
It's Friday again. It's Saturday, Sunday. It's Friday again. I thought the hands of time would change me, and I'd be over this by now. Yeah, it's been too long since we got crazy. I'm lucky spinning out. I'm counting down till Friday come. I'm gonna do too much. No, I'm all in my bag, that's clutch. Feeling it. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, endless weekend on a wave, yeah. It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what? 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 This could be bad for me, 'cause I want more. Wanna feel the bass vibrating through the floor. So keep it playing. I'm on a wave, and I'ma ride it all the way. When it comes like, we want that weekend. We want that weekend. We want that weekend. It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then. It's Saturday,
TeenRadioUK Breakfast with Toby Patty Mesme.
Actually, I don't give a shit. I'm a rapper now, might as well live in it. You smoke up in my hotel bill in it. You can do what you like, darling, hardy don't give a F. Still get brain while I smoke cigarettes. White boy wasted, coke get a wet. But my big brown in love roll with a zest. I'm a English boy, but I'm so bloody lit. Yo, Tizzy, my killie, I'm litty and burst. And nobody come silly, pull up to the AP, cause we gonna get busy. The king of my city for really.
Man, I'm still up on the roads, could have left. Still chatting to my bros on the tech. Fuck that, man, I don't give a F. What you wanna get, smoke cigarette?
English girl named Fiona. African girl Adiola. Body shaped like cola. Back up, here come closer.
Don't
come too close. Should I take Keisha or should I take Becky? Rossi and Wayne both said I don't know. I swear Big A should be sponsored by Nike's got so much tech when he's trying to score goals. Ordnance roll, bro, back that pole. If you know, then you know. E1, I'm bringing it back. Drop a gun link on, no one's be slapped. I'm in the back seat with a Browning yak, with the biggest of backs and the shoulder tap. Length, they give us the biggest of chat, but live in the flesh didn't see no hands. Anything green, get bunnies a cap card. No one in 3 times 3's been bland for fashion.
You don't wanna get left in a mess. Gunshot from the right and the left. 50 G's will pay for your life. Get blazed like Cali with no cigarette. English girl named Fiona. Straight Hennessy with no cola. No man since Bear Camp and Zola.
This is Team Radio UK Breakfast. Music from Joel Corey, Doja Cat and George Ezra on the way for you in a minute. Now the latest from BBC News.
BBC News with Chris Barrow. The South American Football Confederation has said that the continent's most important sports event, the Copa America, will be hosted by Brazil in just under 2 weeks' time instead of Argentina. Within hours of the switch of venue being announced, there was a chorus of criticism in Brazil, which itself is struggling to cope with COVID infections. Peru has announced that the country's real number of coronavirus deaths is more than double what was previously thought. The incorrect data was due to the policy of hospitals only to confirm COVID as the cause of death when a patient had been tested. The first international athletes have arrived in Japan for the July Tokyo Olympics. The Australian softball team landed at Narita Airport wearing face masks and were immediately ushered off for coronavirus testing. Events have been taking place in the US city of Tulsa in Oklahoma to mark the centenary of a race-related massacre in which up to 300 black people were killed. President Biden called on Americans to commit to eradicating systemic racism. Indigenous groups in Canada have demanded a nationwide search for mass graves after the discovery of the remains of 215 children. The remains were found at a former residential school set up to assimilate Indigenous people. The discovery has sparked outrage. The Brazilian firm JBS, the world's largest meat processing company, says its American and Australian subsidiaries have fallen victim to organised cyber attacks. JBS said its backup servers were not affected and it was working to restore its systems. A 5-month-old boy from London has become one of the first children to be treated by Britain's National Health Service with a groundbreaking gene therapy. It aims to correct the devastating genetic condition spinal muscular atrophy. BBC News.
Teen Radio UK Breakfast with Toby Lepati Mesme.
Good morning, Great Britain. 8:32 on The Breakfast Show. I'm Toby Lepati Mesme. It is Tuesday morning, the 1st of June 2021. Hope you're feeling fresh. Hope you are feeling ready for a brand new week. We will be getting you through it. Don't you worry about that. Coming up in the next half hour, my family gathering yesterday, the masked dancer, not the masked dancer, and Scarlett Johansson is stressing out. All of that on the way. Come say hi in the chat. If there's any records you want us to play, you can come say hi as well. Want a shout out? Come say hi. That's what we're here to do. And I'll tell you what, if you haven't looked out the window yet, if you haven't peeled back the curtains, come out of hibernation just yet, I have good news for you. At least where I am, it's sunny. We're heading into a work week and it's still sunny. So the long weekend's over, but the good times are still ahead. It's looking good. It's looking good. And I will definitely, in between various things I've got to do, be heading out to sunbathe in the back of the garden. Because why not? And if I wasn't on the radio, I'd potentially be doing that just about right now. But the breakfast show comes first. Okay, music-wise on the way for you, I've got George Ezra, I've got Post Malone, I've got Doja Cat, but now, Joel Corey, Ray, David Guetta, and Bed. Thanks for tuning in.
Teen Radio UK Breakfast with Toby Lepati Mesme.
9:05 in the evening, I'm all up in my feelings. So call your phone cause I can't get enough. And I got work in the morning, early in the morning. But who needs sleep when we're loving it up? Oh, and what I gotta do this the hard way. My body to the right, yeah, I do it for you. And I got work in the morning, early in the morning. But who needs sleep when I'm rocking with you? And what I gotta do is the hard way. My body wants to be in arms, baby. Something I regret in the morning, but I just can't resist when you're calling. I got a bed, but I'd rather be yours tonight. I got a bed, but I'd rather be yours. That's what I said when I called you on the phone tonight. I got a bed, but I'd rather be yours. I got a bed, but I'd rather be yours tonight. I got a bed, but I'd rather be yours. That's what I said when I called you on the phone tonight. I got a bed, but I'd rather be yours. No, I need your love. No, I need your love. Yeah. No, I need your love. No, I need your love. Way too long on the phone right now. What you say I wanna roll right now? If you don't wanna be on your own right now, ring my phone 'cause I got a bed, but I'd rather be yours tonight. But I'd rather be yours. I got a bed, but I'd rather be yours tonight. I got a bed, but I'd rather be yours. That's what I said when I called you on the phone tonight. I got a bed, but I'd rather be yours. Too long on the phone right now. What you say I wanna roll right now? If you don't wanna be on your own right now, ring my phone 'cause I got a bed, but I'd rather be yours tonight. Got a bed, but I'd rather be yours.
Teen Radio UK Breakfast with Toby Lepati Mesme.
Like you, like you, like you. Ooh, I found it hard to find someone like you, like you, like you. Send your location, come back. Can't sleep no more in my head. We belong and I can't be without you. I can't find no one like you. Can't sleep no more in my head. We belong and I can't be without you. I can't find no one like you. Baby, we tried to fight it. We all been there some days. Thought I needed something else and acted like I was okay. We just had to work it out. And baby, I needed space. Ain't nobody around here on your level. You're so far away. You're pouring your heart out. I'm acting like I do. You held me so down I never grew. I tried to find out when none of them came through. And now I'm stuck in the middle. And baby, you had to pull me out. Like you, like you, like you. Ooh, I found it hard to find someone like you, like you, like you. Send your location.
Yeah, damn papa, you a rare breed. No comparing, and it's motherfucking scary. Tryna keep them 'cause I found them. Let a hoe know I ain't motherfucking sharing. I could take you to the parents, then the party. Plan a motherfucking wedding. You the type of one to marry and keep it married. I put the ring on when you're ready. We play our fantasies out in real life ways. And no final fantasy, can we end these games though? You give me energy, make me feel lightweight. Like a birds of a feather, baby. We real life made for each other, and it's hard to keep my cool when other bitches tryna get with my dude. And when
TeenRadioUK Breakfast with Toby Lepati Mesme.
Homegrown alligator, see you later. Gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. The sun ain't changed in the atmosphere, architecture unfamiliar. I could get used to this. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know where I'll be. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. We're south of the equator, navigator. Gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. Deep sea diving round the clock, bikini bottoms, lager tops. I could get used to this. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know where I'll be. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. We got two in the front, two in the back, sailing along and we don't look back. By in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know where I'll be. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone, a someone, a someone, a someone.
Good morning, and thank you for choosing The Breakfast Show.
TeenRadioUK Breakfast with Toby Lepati Mesme.
My name's Toby Lepati Mesme. So, well, as the thing said, it probably did give you a bit of a hint.
With Toby Lepati Mesme.
What could have given it away? I don't know. How would you know?
With Toby Lepati Mesme.
Oh well, anyway, thanks for having us on. So, Scarlett Johansson says making the Black Widow movie was extremely stressful. She says it gave us the opportunity to really show the character when she's kind of off her game. Because of that, anything was possible. You're trying to map out all of this, which is actually extremely stressful because there's no guidelines. So in a new interview with Total Film, she says basically crafting the story for Black Widow was what was stressful. And as I say, pointing out that there were very little guidelines for what they wanted to do. And it basically Marvel Studios relinquished creative control. Now, this is very understandable, right? First of all, I'm looking forward to seeing this film. Second of all, big pressure to sort of... there's expectation and pressure of what that film's going to be like. Also, massive creative leeway, which is of course a good thing, giving the creative people the creative leeway. But it is obviously a double-edged sword in that imagine the pressure you'd feel. I think she's an excellent actress, probably one of the better ones. You know, I have my very critical moments when it comes to the Marvel movies, but I think she's excellent as an actress. I think this movie will go down really well. I think it's about time that there's another superhero movie that they are a rarity. They're a novelty at the moment, where the woman is the main character. Also, not as much now, but I've always had a little bit of a crush on her. I think we all sort of have. 100%. Like, how could you not? Coming up next, I want to talk to you about The Masked Dancer. It was on, and we'll discuss
Teen Radio UK Breakfast with Toby Lepati Mesme.
Never heard anything more benign in my life. It was on. It was a thing. It was on TV. And we'll talk about it. I promise it'll be good.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star. Fucking with me, call up on the Uzi and show up, man, them the shot toss. When my homies pull up on your block, they make that thing go grata-ta-ta. Ay, switch my whip, came back in black, I'm starting saying recipes to Bon Scott. Close that door, we blowing smoke, she asked me light a fire like a Marsan. Act a fool on stage, probably leave my fucking show in a cop car. Shit was legendary, through a TV out the window of the montage. Cocaine on the table, liquor porn, don't give a damn. Dude, your girlfriend is a groupie, she just tryna get in. Saying I'm with the band. Now she acting out of pocket, tryna grab up on my pants. On their bitches in my trailer, say they ain't got a man. And they all brought a friend. I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star. Fucking with me, call up on the Uzi and show up, man, them the shot toss. When my homies pull up on your block, they make that thing go grata-ta-ta.
I've been in the hills, fucking superstars, feeling like a pop star. Drinking any bad bitches, jumping in the pool, and I ain't got on no bra. Hit her front or back, pulling on the tracks, and now she screaming out no more. They like Savage, why you got a 12-car garage and you only got 6 cars? I ain't with the cake and how you kiss that. Your wifey say I'm looking like a whole snap. Green hundreds in my safe, I got old racks. LA bitches always asking where the coke at. Living like a rock star, smash out on a cop car, sweeter than a Pop-Tart. You know you are not hard, I done made the hot chart. Remember I used to chop hard, living like a rock star, I'm living like a rock star.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star. Fucking with me, call up on the Uzi and show up, man, them the shot toss. When my homies pull up on your block, they make that thing go grata-ta-ta.
Good morning. It's The Breakfast Show, Teen Radio UK Breakfast. Thank you for tuning in. Hello to Deirdre, getting involved in the chat. Do you want to be like Deirdre? You too can get involved. Okay, so The Masked Dancer was on last night, season 1, episode 3. Sorry, it is The Masked Dancer, isn't it? Yeah. So Beetroot was revealed. Now, I've never seen this show. I'm not entirely sure how it all works, because I know there was something similar on a while ago. But it says season 1, episode 3, so that confuses me even more. But it was trending last night, and beetroot was revealed. So if this is the spoiler, please just turn down the radio for like 2 minutes, then come back. But first of all, beetroot themselves looks
Beetroot, who is behind the mask?
ridiculous. Google beetroot. It's a massive beetroot with a face. A little bit terrifying. Dieter Von Teese.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe it.
We should have got that.
I can't believe it. Wow, wow.
The poise and the elegance and the whole reference to old-fashioned styles, the 60s style, the vintage styling.
Yes.
The 60s car.
I love that. I love this show.
One question. Who's Dieter Von Teese?
Teen Radio UK Breakfast with Toby Le Patty Mesme.
It's a small one, you know. It's good TV hasn't run out of concepts, you know.
It's like thunder and lightning. You heard me without trying. A temperature is rising. No, I don't like to be this way. And you're Jekyll and hiding. Are you real, are you lying? So stop with your crying. I can't handle it now. You tell everyone our love went cold. Going around spreading the word it's over. If that's how you feel, then you should go. Don't come around saying I still want you. 1 minute you say we're a team, then you're telling me you can't breathe. Well, you should set me free, baby, if you're over me. Yesterday you said I'm the one, but now you say you're done. Stop telling me what I need, baby, if you're over me. There you go, there I said it. Don't look at me all offended. You played games till it ended. I've got to look out for me. I won't say that it's easy. Oh, I know I hate leaving, but you can't keep deceiving. Does it make you feel good? You tell everyone our love went cold. Going around spreading the word it's over. If that's how you feel, then you should go. Don't come around saying I still want you. 1 minute you say we're a team, then you're telling me you can't breathe. Well, you should set me free, baby, if you're over me. Yesterday you said I'm the one, but now you say you're done. Stop telling me what I need, baby, if you're over me. If you're over me, if you're over me. Stop telling me what I need, baby, if you're over me. How long can a love remain? Time never could heal this pain. I thought I believed in fate. Oh, it's so cruel. No, nothing for us would change. Same story, the same mistake. This heart just had to break. Oh, 1 minute you say we're a team, then you're telling me you can't breathe. Well, you should set me free, baby, if you're over me. Yesterday you said I'm the one, but now you say you're done. Stop telling me what I need, baby, if you're over me. Just go, it's over. Just go, it's over. Just go, it's over. Baby, if you're over me. Just go, it's over. Just go, it's over. Just go, it's over. Baby, if you're over me.
That takes me right back. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I wasn't playing in a laughter set. Oh, I'm so funny.
Teen Radio UK Breakfast with Toby Le Patty Mesme.
So met up. Haven't done that for a while. I mean, I don't do this stuff at the best of times. Met up with some family in a garden yesterday. Some family came up. It was good. Quite funny. Funnier than I thought it would be. Also, felt more at ease than I thought I would. I'm not a family Can you tell? I'm not a family gathering sort of person. I mean, I'm really not. I will generally avoid at all costs. Generally avoid at all costs. A few interesting arguments were had, all triggered by me, because naturally I'm me. Also, sort of, there was a lot of swift. So there was like a line of chairs that were in the shade and a line of chairs that were in the sun. People kept swapping back and forth because they'd go in the shade, they'd get a bit chilly, they'd go in the sun, they'd bake. I didn't last very long in the sun. It was definitely a bit. Whoa, it was like having a massive light on. And my dad was sat in the sunny bit, and his head looked like a fried egg. It was reddening very rapidly. And it's always fun. Every family has lots of different characters, right? There's something in that, something we should do for the show, where we get people on and they sort of talk us through the sort of big characters in the family. I mean, we all have them. It's something we all have a family, right? Bigger, smaller, biological, not biological. There's all a family of some kind.
Teen Radio UK Breakfast with Toby Le Patty Mesme.
Close off with Juice WRLD and Lucid Dreams, and then we finish off the show.
I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you. It's to the point where I love and I hate you, and I cannot change you, so I must replace you. Oh, easier said than done. I thought you were the one listening to my heart instead of my head. You found another one, but I am the better one. I won't let you forget me. I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you. It's to the point where I love and I hate you, and I cannot change you, so I must replace you. Oh, easier said than done. I thought you were the one listening to my heart instead of my head. You found another one, but I am the better one. I won't let you forget me. You left me falling and landing inside my grave. I know that you want me dead. I take prescriptions to make me feel A-okay. I know it's all in my head. I have these lucid dreams where I can't move a thing, thinking of you in my bed. You were my everything, thoughts of a wedding ring. Now I'm just better off dead. I'll do it over again. I didn't want it to end. Now watch it blow in the wind. I should have listened to my
Juice WRLD plays on the radio.
Teen Radio UK Breakfast with Toby Le Patty Mesme.
That's it from me for today. I'd like to thank you very much for listening to The Breakfast Show. We got a lot done. Covered a lot in the space of, what? An hour? Basically an hour now. It's about to go 9 o'clock. I hope you have an excellent Tuesday, an excellent start to your week. Teen Radio UK will be back with you tomorrow, so Wednesday. We'll be with you on your way home from 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So as you finish up whatever you spend your Wednesday doing tomorrow, we'll be there getting you home live on the radio with more of the same but different, and obviously it won't say breakfast.
Teen Radio UK Breakfast.
Or that would be funny, playing that at 5 o'clock. Well, hey, hello, it's breakfast at 5 in the afternoon. No. But we'll be with you, getting you home then. Hope you have an excellent day. Enjoy the weather. Stay safe. Pace yourself. And try and make the best of whatever you need to do. I hope you have a fun and productive Tuesday, a fun and productive Wednesday. I'll see you at the end of Wednesday. That's it from me. I'll see you soon. Good morning.
Teen Radio UK Breakfast with Toby Le Patty Mesme. Teen Radio UK Breakfast with Toby Le Patty Mesme.